Your whole thinking is going to change.
But why are you trying to keep, like, if these people are causing these problems, like, why are you trying to keep them all in one place? Like, aren't you? I can't articulate what I'm trying to say here. It seems like you're trying to keep our country, like, above everyone else. Like, why is our country so much better? I don't understand. It's such an elitist point of view.
You want me to help you out here?
Yeah.
If you look at any country in the world that has a high standard of living, they have a high educational standard. Right? They're highly educated. The more educated people are, the better their accomplishments. The more intelligent they are, they can solve the problems of existence that we all have to face. Okay? Now, with that education, most people realize that they have to limit the number of children that they have. When you have controlled population and you control the birth rate, now you can educate your people, and there's more to go around.
But more to go around in your own country.
Okay, but wait. Now, how can you help the third world by letting the third world come into our country?
But we caused most of the problems in the third world in the first place.
Oh, how did we do that?
I mean,
how did we do that?
Supporting their dictators? Supporting
How
dictators?
did we do that?
anybody
Supporting
that smokes,
dictators?
they're actually supporting like labor and
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, girl.
indirectly.
Here's what you gotta do. Here's what you gotta do. Okay? So you'll appreciate the country that you live in. Go to Mexico for a couple of weeks. Live down in Mexico. Okay? See what's going on down there. See the corruption from the law enforcement on down to the local cop. See the crime.
Exactly.
See the uncontrolled
So why
birth
aren't we
rate.
letting people escape to here? If it's such a
Well,
horrible
because
place
what
for
you're
them
going to do,
there.
because people want to come to this country from around the world in third world countries.
Yeah.
So what you do
Why
is
aren't
you
we
end up
letting
turning our country into you want to live in a third world country?
I don't think
Is
we
that
would turn
third
into a
I don't
Oh, you
think
don't think so? Well, how many gangs can come into a neighborhood, terrorize a neighborhood before you don't feel safe?
Why is it that somebody that's coming from a third world country for a better life, why are they automatically going to be worse than ours?
We don't mind. It's not about people coming here for a better life. We want people that are coming in for a better life to be good, honest, hardworking people. That's all. We don't want them to be drug dealers, cartel people,
Exactly, but
gang bangers, murderers, rapists, robbers, child molesters. We don't want those people. You don't want those in your neighborhood, do you?
But
Why are you assuming that people who are of another race are those things?
If you don't check, try going to another country and going there illegal. Okay, ladies, do an experiment. Try going to Mexico illegally and see what happens. Try going to any European country and go there illegally and see what happens. Okay? Any country, third world country or first world country.
They're in America,
Go there
most likely
illegally.
you'll get away with it. I mean, if you go to Mexico,
will not get away with it.
They want.
You go to another. My brother just got back from Japan and Thailand. You don't go to those countries illegally. They find out you're in their country without proper paperwork. You're going to jail, and they'll deport you right away.
Right.
And they're not bad, mean people.
I want to
but
say
they have a culture to protect
many
their
times
standard of living.
You're talking about Mexico being corrupt. Many times the Mexican people have risen up against the government. The U.S.
They do it again.
Listen, the U.S. government gives supplies to the Mexican army, the Mexican dictators, and that's why many people go north.
Mexico is a democracy.
It's not a democracy.
You bet it's not.
Why? Because the U.S. supports the PRI, the PAN, the dictators.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the U.S.
Have you guys heard of the Zapatistas, the EZLN and
That is funny.
No, I'll tell you what, here's what Winston Churchill said, okay, about young people. Because I was like you when I was young, too. Until I had kids and I grew up. Then I realized, wow, there's a little bit more to this than I realized, okay?
There's a little bit.
A little bit more to it than I realized.
I get to look forward to losing my compassion when I get older.
No, here's what he said. If you're not a socialist when you're young, you don't have a heart. But if you're a socialist when you get older, you don't have a brain.
Yeah, my dad tells me
because
that.
you realize that a lot of people aren't into working hard. They want a handout while you're busting
We're
your
both on
ass.
the dean's list.
I'll tell you what. Well, there you go. So why don't you do this?
3.7.
You're busting your ass. Why don't you help somebody?
I have a 3.5 GPA in college.
Poor grades, and then
I know about this. I'm taking criminology class right now, and we're talking about this. So I know what I'm talking about.
Theirs up and they're partying. They're not studying.
No, I think what you're saying is I have to do worse to help people do better. I can help people while doing well myself.
You can only help people by getting intelligent. See, the only hope for the world is more people getting intelligent. But you're not going to get intelligent.
Keeping people out, people who are trying to come
Let me
here.
ask you a question, okay? Let me ask you a question, okay? Say say you're having a party.
Okay,
And you're having a party, and you have X amount of supplies for this party, and you've invited a bunch of guests, right? And this is a well-planned party. And, well, you didn't hire a doorman, somebody to make sure that only people that you invited came to your party. And all of a sudden, a bunch of people show up at the door and invade your party, and they're murderers, rapists, robbers, child molesters, car thieves.
Why do you always assume that everybody from Mexico is like a
I'm not
racist?
saying everybody. I'm not saying everybody, but the thing is, when you don't know who's coming in, you're going to get some good people coming in and just want to party, but you're also going to get some gangbangers or some drug dealers. You might get a child molester. You don't know
But that's the
because you didn't do a background check, did you?
Okay, are you-
You didn't check them for diseases. What if they come to your party and they're carrying, tuberculosis or some contagious disease? Do you want them at your party spreading the stuff around?
Okay.
No. You want? Come on. now.
Sí, son racistas.
Start thinking, really.
Son racistas.
All
gotta think.
right. So you're saying that we have to do these background checks. We need to know these people that are
A
coming
health
into our
check and a
country,
background
right?
check.
Because we don't want these bad people coming in. What about the people that are born here? You realize there's just as much of a chance of people that are born here to turn into these horrible
So
people.
now you're saying that you're saying that we don't have enough of our own criminals here? Let's allow some more into our country?
No.
Because they're looking for a better life. And what if they rape or rob you? And they're just looking for a better life, but to have that better life, they have to victimize you. Are you going to go, oh, I understand, go ahead, rob me, steal my car, break into my house and kill me or kill somebody else? No problem. I understand.
I think your
I
major issue
sympathize.
is that you're assuming that everyone who comes here is
No, I'm saying you can't assume that everybody's good people. And that's what you're doing. You're assuming everybody's good
I
people.
don't think it's fair to
I'm
prevent
not.
good people from coming because of the possibility of bad people coming.
how are you
There
gonna
is
tell
a
the
small
good from the
percentage
bad?
of bad people coming, yes. But that's a price you have to be willing to pay to be nice to the people that are going to be good people.
We want good people to come to our country.
Exactly.
But to make sure you have to, like your friends,
Hey,
I'm sure you have
what are you
friends.
learning in your criminology
You have,
class?
qualifications
that relates to this
friendship, don't
issue?
you? I mean, you don't have any friends that
Actually-
are overtly antisocial, mean, violent. I'll bet you don't have any friends that are gangbangers.
Right now, we're talking about the causes
Do
of
you?
crime and
Okay, then why not?
why people commit
Why
crime.
don't you have friends that are
It's just,
criminals?
like banting, like assuming that everybody that
you
comes
like
over
them.
the border
I
is
do
gonna
have some
be a
friends that are
rapist, a murderer.
Well, to fight criminal,
we're
I definitely
learning.
have some
A criminal
It's-
is a murderer, rapist, robber, child molester, car
He needs to
thief,
take
anybody that
this
would
class
steal,
and realize
rob,
why
to
crime
try you
happens
if
in the
you're
first place,
pursuit of
and then his
happiness.
perspective will
A
change.
Criminal. You know what I mean? I'm not
He
talking
assumes-
about an asocial
He has a
thing.
mentality
I'm
like he
talking
knows
about
it all, and you guys are
really
just-
asocial
He
thing.
thinks we're like stupid young.
That's what we're talking about.
It's
Now, I want you to go into the barrio in Santa Ana and try to befriend some of these gangbangers and see if they treat you respectively.
I wonder how much of the reason they don't give us respect is because they're so used to this. So used to people screaming at them to get out. I wonder how much of this could be solved by full fashion love.
You don't understand. This says stop illegal immigration. We're not telling anybody to get out. We're telling them stop illegal immigration, and we're asking to secure our border so we don't get drug cartel people that'll lock 15-year-old. Did you know that in Tijuana last week, 5 17-year-old boys had their heads chopped off by the drug cartels? Now, what do you think of that? Are these good people? You want them in your neighborhood? Now, come on, ladies, really, wake up. Start thinking. 17-year-old boys, 5 of them, their heads chopped off by drug cartel people.
What information?
Is that
Where can
wonderful?
we look up that
They're
information?
The kind of in the Orange County Register. How about that? Homeland Security.
You're saying
Border Patrol.
teenage kids got their
5 17-year-old kids
I'm not gonna
last
deny
week
that.
in Mexico and Tijuana had their heads chopped off by drug cartels. 5 of them, 17 years old. Are you ladies ready for that? You ready to lose your head? Huh? Let's invite all the drug cartels up here. They're good people. Just looking for a
Hi, can you say something in Zulu to the Mexican people?
ngifuna ukuthi uma Mexican izwe laseMerica elase-Mexico
What
uma ingekho i-border still say i-Mexico, California i-Mexico.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.